What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I'm here for another video. The Bravo streets are on fire. So, we got to talk about it. We're here for a time, but not a long time. So definitely like the video as my intro plays because we got to get right into it.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big Mims. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Let me hear you say, wop, 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 wop. I didn't get no sleep because of y'all. Y'all not gonna get no sleep because of me.
Yo, I'm not going to get no sleep because of me. Okay, so guys, big show. Again, the streets talk and the curbs listen. I'm the curb. Shout out to Alan because that was his saying. Anyway, today's sponsor, because we got to pay the bills around here. Today's sponsor is going to be the plus size catalog that Cynthia models for. The reason that this is today's sponsor is not for the reason that you think. This was one of the only reads that Phaedra delivered that fell flat. And I'll let you know why.
Phaedra, why did you make fun of Cynthia's weight by saying she modeled in the plus size catalog?
I'm not making fun of her weight. She really does, Mom. And my mom does order from that catalog. Is it not true? You do model in the plus size catalog. That's true.
So you are shading Cynthia while shading your mother. Making fun of somebody's weight is not a read. And if you try to make it a read, it's a lazy read that's not funny.
You have the information and the education. Plus size modeling starts at a size 8.
Saying we support
I did have a couple of plus size clients, which I made a lot of money doing plus size modeling.
So Phaedra, not only did you boomerang read Cynthia that boomeranged and hit your mom, you could also order from that catalog. So do better. Hopefully on Married to Medicine, your reads will land. Anyway, interesting news, guys. Somebody is willing to actually get me a Fashion Nova actual campaign, but endorsement. But I need about 2,500 more Instagram followers. So follow me on Instagram. It would be a really big help. Then I can actually do real endorsements. Anyway, shout out to that catalog and forget Phaedra. Anyway, on to RHOP. Guys, Storm Monroe was the first person that I heard actually mention that Charisse and Robyn were on the chopping block. I got to reach out to him today and see exactly what he's saying about that and who his specific sources were. But then the streets lit up with it. Bravo B said, RHOP stars Robyn Dixon and Charisse Jackson Jordan are reportedly on the chopping block ahead of the show's 8th season. Though contracts have not been sent out, producers are allegedly prepared to move on from these women as they feel their stories are complete. So, again, I have been saying that Robyn needed to be either demoted. I don't want to say removed. I don't want anybody to lose their job, but I do think that Robyn has really just been Giselle's muscle. Robyn having your back is it has given Giselle like carte blanche to say and do whatever they want. Producers allowed them to not invite people to cast events. Meanwhile, the cast has to invite Robyn and Giselle. I think that removing Robyn will make Giselle have to stand on her own, and we will actually get to see what interpersonal relationship she has with the cast. Because, Robyn has been her muscle for Robyn has been her muscle for a hot minute. And Bravo was very upset with the mistress story. You've been boring for the majority of the seasons. Now you actually have something that is real life interesting and you choose to hide it. That whole story has been out there. Another source says, I've been hearing from sources close to production that every housewife on RHOP has received a pickup letter for season 8, except only one. I can't reveal her name, but seems like her housewife's journey might be coming to an end. You will hear more soon. So, Charisse, I feel as though Charisse got a bad rap this season. If Charisse was actually willing to expose her, glamorous life, the parties, events that she's at, because she's at events and stuff with like Beyonce and Blue Ivy. The problem is her whole story arc this season was really going at Karen, and Karen like paid her dust. In doing so, it's like she put the nail in the coffin for Charisse. In addition to the fact that Charisse was looking less than interesting. Her clothes, her outfits, a lot of people had a lot to say about her wig choices and all that. The point is, Charisse didn't really give us much. So it's not outlandish to think that Bravo has moved on from her. Robyn's story arc was to get married. They made sure that that marriage showed at the end of the season, which meant that what else is Robyn there to give us? We know Juan isn't going to show up because he's embroiled in a very major scandal with his actual real job. In addition to the scandal that he created with his own wife that they covered up until they just couldn't cover it up anymore, and the other woman came forward. So I have a whole video. I show you guys who the other woman is. I go into the full timeline. But now, my personal fave, Katie wants back on the show. She says, I've asked Andy Cohen to bring me back, apologized, gone to the show and said sorry, all that stuff. Radio silence. I have a lot going on that a lot of people can relate to, and a lot has changed. I'm reliable. If they are still casting, hire me. I'm here and I'm real. You guys, I would love a Katie interview. If you see Katie in the social media streets, let her know. I've already DM'd her. I would love to get that interview because I personally love Katie. Katie is absolutely hilarious to me, and she was the first person to really get Giselle together, and she did it in a way that Giselle didn't even have a comeback. Absolutely love Katie. Would love to see Katie back on the show. She has a lot of relationships with the girls. She's beautiful. She's funny. And she is on a road to healing. Katie has admitted that she has had some substance abuse issues and she is now sober. So I say give Katie a shot. When Katie was it, Katie was it. You can see even in this photo, she's just naturally very, very pretty. Love Katie to death. Let her know if you see her. Mims or Make It Make Sense needs that interview, and he's shady but fair. My last Bravo interview, I think we're at about 150,000 views. So we can make things happen over here. We can get the producers' attention, I think. So let Katie know. On to RHOBH. Now, y'all, there was a cast shakeup, but in my opinion, not enough of a cast shakeup. This is the cast. We have Dorit, Kyle, Erica, Crystal, Garcelle, and Sutton, the Dream Team duo. And of course, Rinna is gone. But the other shakeup that people were expecting was Dorit. There were rumblings last season that would have been Dorit's last season because the only thing that she actually gave was the robbery storyline. So this is actually at Dorit's house. We're over it. As you can see, Dorit is trying to morph into Kyle. We won't say why. But Dorit is trying to morph into Kyle while Kyle is trying to morph into Dorit. Meanwhile, nobody's favorite, Teddy, is also trying to morph into Kyle. Again, while Kyle is trying to morph into Dorit. We won't mention anything. Mauricio. I wanted to show you this and send a special shout out. Shout out to Bravo's Rollers. I want to show you this. This YouTube account is pretty funny. They definitely shout out Bravo's Rollers. They are pretty funny. Anyway, for me personally, I think that Kyle has gotten extremely comfortable on the show. She is kind of allowed to pick and choose who she wants to be on the show. And I I think that a shakeup is in order with her. They need to get rid of the people who are Kyle's like henchmen. Those henchmen allow her to kind of produce the show as a cast member. Very similar to what I was saying about Giselle and Robyn. So definitely check out that YouTube channel. Let them know Mim sent you. Guys, I'm going to keep you guys posted. I'm sure these stories will continue to develop. Like the video, and I will see you later. I will also have those videos linked. Giselle, Beautiful Nightmare. Bye.